Gratitude. By the way, what is up, YouTube? We're back at it. Let me just fix this camera. You know, to make sure I'm looking smexy and all that for you guys, because, you know. Anyways, gratitude. Gratitude, I feel like, is something that it's not expressed enough in today's society, especially with like the younger people. Now look, I feel like we should all express gratitude, and right here in this video I will show you how I like to express gratitude. Anyways, so let's begin. So I suggest that for you guys, every morning or every night, or like somewhere in between your day, wherever you can fit it best, but I suggest to do it before you go to sleep or early in the morning when you wake up. But you know, I suggest that you guys like all grab like a notebook. I recommend a notebook instead of like writing it on your phone, because you know I feel like it's not the same. Anyways, on your notebook or on your phone, if you're like a little looser dopamine fiend addict, you're gonna write down one thing you're grateful for. So for example, me right now, I'm grateful for this frozen fruit that I'm eating right now. I mean, there's not much left because, you know, I was eating that shit. But, you know, I'm grateful. So I would write, I'm grateful for this frozen fruit eating. So once you write that, you're gonna want to write like almost like a full sentence. So instead of writing I'm grateful for my mom, you should be writing I'm grateful for my mom because she works hard for us. You see how it's like more complete, it's like more sentimental, it's like more detailed. So you want to write sentences like that. So for me right now, I wrote down, I'm grateful for this frozen fruit I'm eating, and grateful for the farmers and the company and people who packaged it. You see how I didn't just write I'm grateful for fruit? I wrote down why I'm grateful for it. Like I went like more into detail basically. And I'm sharing like gratitude to the farmer who's probably like some old ass farmer who's just out there breaking his back, or some Mexican like fucking picking strawberries and shit, so that I can eat it and get the beautiful nutrients and antioxidants from the fruit. But yeah, and you know I like to like write stuff like that. And if you're saying, oh, but I don't got anything to be grateful for, I mean, look at you right now. Like you're watching this on like a device of some sort. Maybe you're watching it on your iPhone, your tablet, your computer. You can write down I'm grateful for my phone that I'm watching this sexy dude talk to me on. Like you can write that down, and then you can write down, and I'm grateful for, and then you can also write down, and I'm grateful for the Chinese kids who, they're like in a little factory, you know, working hard to build my iPhone that I'm using to watch this young YouTuber and that I use to watch online videos. Like those Chinese kids are like, I don't even think they get paid. Them motherfuckers is working for free. But yeah, like you can write that down. And like you can write down a lot of things, honestly. You know, I personally, I like me myself, I like to write down minimum 3 things. You can say like the same thing over and over. Like, let's say tomorrow I eat frozen fruit again, I can write the same thing again. Maybe like a little bit different. But like, yeah, so like for example, every day that I write on my gratitude journal, I like to write like towards the end or like in the beginning or like midway. I'll just like randomly bring up that I'm grateful for my friends, my family, obviously our Lord. If you're religious, I mean, yeah, like if you're religious, like I like to like write down like, basically I always write down that I'm grateful for my family, that I'm grateful that I ate food, that I'm grateful that I woke up in my room, in my bed, and not like in the streets or like even worse, a hospital bed. And that feeling that you get when you can like breathe normal, but then you get sick and then like you can't breathe that good. Like that makes you realize like how grateful you really were. And in a weird way, like after like you heal and like you're not sick no more and you can like breathe properly, in a weird way you become like grateful for it. So don't take what you have in life for granted, honestly. I feel like we should always express gratitude. And also like if you're like a relatively negative thinker, like they say like you get anxious, or like if you get like bad thoughts, bad anxiety intrusive thoughts or inducing thoughts, then gratitude journaling would help you, because you see, in the mind or in the brain, our brain, like the part in your brain that comes up, or that that thinks about the bad things, aka negative thoughts, is also the part in your brain responsible for producing thoughts of gratitude and thoughts of like positive thoughts, basically. So this part of your brain can only either think negative inducing thoughts or thoughts of gratitude. This is why in most religious, gratitude is practiced like before eating a meal or something. Because like the power of gratitude, to like stop like or like for the most part stop your negative thinking, is really powerful. So like next time that you feel like anxious or you're having like bad thoughts, pull out your notebook or say it in your head, like, I'm grateful for this and that, this and that. Like one time at the gym, I was like quite like tensed up and anxious. This was like this was back then. I was like quite like tensed up. I was quite anxious. And then I remembered a video where this guy mentioned to express gratitude. And so then I was in the treadmill running, and then I started to look around me. Then I remember saying, I'm grateful for this treadmill that I'm running on, because thanks to this treadmill, I'm gonna lose weight, and I'm burning calories, which will lead to me losing weight and looking schmexy. And then I was thinking, but wait, I'm also grateful for the people that brought the treadmill into the gym. I don't know, like if they use a machine, or like if they like carried the machine, or like if they built it in the gym. But like either ways, they had to bring the machine inside of the gym somehow. So I was thinking, I'm grateful for whoever brought the machine inside of the gym so that I can use. And then I was saying, I'm grateful that I'm able to run, because there was like a time period where like I like messed up the bottom of my foot. Like it's called like plantar fasciitis or plantar fasciitis or something like that. But basically it was like it hurt every time that my foot would arch. You know how like your foot's like this and there's like the little arch? Every time that I would like take a step, like that little like part that arches in your foot, like that shit would hurt. And you know, I was writing that I'm grateful that I'm able to run. Ay, boy. Con Lily Fair? Anyways. But yeah, I wrote that down because, you know, before that, I didn't like really think about being, like, I never thought of myself. Like, when I was running, I would never think, oh, I'm grateful I'm able to run. Until, like, after that injury happened. But I mean, yeah, you know, express more gratitude throughout your day, in the morning, in the night, and you will see how your mind, your body, your attitude, your emotions, like, you're gonna see how they start to change over time. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and peace out, YouTube.